Hello YouTubers, my name is Frederick Lopez and you're in an all-new PCDC episode. I'm going to be going over my review of Superman Secret Origins. This came out in 2009 through 2010. It was about a 6-issue series and it was compiled to a graphic novel. It is written by Geoff Johns, and I think Gary Frank and John Sibyl do the art and inking of this series. And I'm going to be going over my favorite graphic novels, or graphic novels that I haven't gone over that I own. And Superman Secret Origins is something unique. It's a modern retelling of Superman's origin. And what does an origin story do? Like one that has to reinvent it, a new origin story? Well, they pretty much get the best parts of previous incarnations and put them into modern day, into a new story. So you have elements of the television series Smallville with the Tim Daly Superman, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, as well as the 1978 Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve. So you kind of have different elements put into this one secret origin, and I like it. It starts off with the beginning, basically. It's Clark Kent. He's playing football. He's in high school. We get to see him accidentally injure Pete and deal with his abilities. He's pretty much like the skinny, scrawny kid from Smallville, and it's him discovering his abilities, whether it be X-ray vision, heat vision, flying, different things like that. But we also get a glimpse of Lana Lang and Lex Luthor when he was younger. He had red hair. This is a bit of a different Lex Luthor than the one on Smallville. He was there, he had an abusive father, but if anything, he's more like the younger Lex from the Superboy comics, or back when he was like a mad scientist. But you do have the LexCorp elements in the story later. But the beginning of it's pretty much just everybody's origin in Smallville and him discovering his abilities and finding out that he's an alien from planet Krypton. I really like how they humanize the character. It has the traditional elements that you've seen in the other films or shows, but brings to a more modern day. And I like it a little bit better than Man of Steel. The Kents are still very optimistic and help him out. His mother, there's a cool thing where she makes glasses. He has his heat vision. And there is a piece of the crystals from his ship that are broken, and she uses it to make his glasses, which is why they don't overheat, and he always in the movies uses his heat vision past his glasses. I thought that was a very cool explanation for that. And you also have his baby blankets made into a suit, much like in Lois and Clark or Smallville. So that's kind of cool how they did that, and as well as stuff from the earlier comics, and just modernized it. From there, we get to see him kind of adopt the role of being a hero, and they even throw in the Legion of Superheroes. He gets to go to the future, meet him, gets a Legionnaire ring. So that was kind of cool having that element of there from the Superboy incarnations and the Legion of Superheroes. And from there, we're pretty much almost like Christopher Reeve's Superman, where he's Clark Kent. He meets Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, and Lois Lane. And in this, they add villains like Metallo and Parasite, with Lex behind the scenes as far as like the antagonist of the story. Lex is not really exposed in a way, but Superman knows he's behind everything, much in the way he does, and then Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. And I really like the dynamic him and Lois have. Also, the scene with him and Jimmy Olsen, there's a lot of build-up there and how Jimmy Olsen is just kind of sidelined. He's thinking of giving up, and Superman helps him out, so it shows you how he becomes Superman's pal. Overall, it's a brilliant retelling of an origin story. It takes the best, again, like many origin stories that work, it takes the best of previous incarnations and puts it into this one story. You even get a brief mention, an Easter egg, of Chloe Sullivan, so that's pretty cool. They even play homage to him saving Lois with the helicopter scene for Superman the movie, and that ending is great. Everything just sets up to what Superman is going to be and what he is, really, and I love it. Above all, I would highly recommend Superman Secret Origin. Now, there may be some people who may not like this incarnation. The Lex is a bit different. In a way, Jesse Eisenberg is a little bit more like him. He's kind of a spoiled brat, and the way he is behind the scenes, it again matches the mad scientist element with the corporate Lex. But other than that, I love how they retell the stuff of Superman. If you love Superman, if you're a fan of the different incarnations, you're going to like to see how they all blended them together in this. And it's a very human story. I wish there was an origin story done in this way. Maybe a little bit more of the villains. But as far as like the development of Superman, Kal-El, Clark Kent as Superman, I really like that, how you get to see the different stages of his life, but also how he becomes Superman and embraces the role of being Earth's protector. and all around it's a solid origin story. I give Superman Secret Origin an A, and I would highly recommend it. If you have a library, check it out, or if you have a local bookstore that has this. This is a deluxe edition. It has an introduction by David S. Goyer. And above all, it's just really cool seeing how everything is, and the artwork is just beautiful. There's a scene here where he becomes Superman for the first time. Lois is in trouble. He does the little iconic shirt rip here, and I love it. He goes to an alley, she's in trouble, and he suits up, and it's just so iconic. The art in this is just beautiful, and they pay homage to like the Lois and Clark first meeting. And then Jimmy Olsen and him meeting with the art there. And again, the beginning is much like Smallville. They even gave him the red coat and everything. You haven't run the red coat. So anyways, that is it for my review of Superman Secret Origin. If you haven't checked it out, feel free to check it out. If you have checked out Superman Secret Origin, let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What's your favorite moment in it? My favorite moment is probably when Martha Kent makes him the glasses. That was a really cool element. And also the scene with Jimmy Olsen where he was thinking of giving up and Superman becomes his pal. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you like this video, click the like button, comment, subscribe to check out more videos. Have a great day.